Hey everyone, and welcome to Stuff Moms Have Time For. I'm Rebecca, and if you're new here, thank you so much for watching. I'd love you guys to subscribe and stick around. I do videos on cocktails, wellness, DIYs, and recipes. Today's video is going to be a wellness video, and it's going to be a continuation of a series that I started a few weeks ago for pelvic health for women. So this video is going to be geared towards postpartum moms. I have a lot of people who follow me who are either pregnant or have just had a baby. So these exercises are really, really good for getting your core back and doing Kegels with them and getting your spine to be in a neutral position again. So getting back into exercise is a really good place to start, but sometimes going back into really challenging exercises is not the way to go right away. You need to get a good foundation for your core to build on in order for you to do higher level impact exercises or exercises that are going to be more challenging for your core. Because if you don't have a good core and then you go back to all those things, your back is probably going to get injured. So I'm going to go over a series of exercises to start trying. These are great ones just to remind your core what it's supposed to be doing and how it's supposed to be working for you. So this position, which we call hook lying, so the first thing you want to do is start here because you're not in a position where gravity is working against you. So what you want to do is flatten your back into whatever surface you're laying on. A bed can be a little bit challenging because it's softer, but you can use the floor or a mat if you have one. So you're trying to do a little bit of a tilt. You're trying to get your back flat. So if I put my hand under my back, I should feel my entire back pushing into the mat. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your hands and put them right on either side of your bone, and you're going to try to just tighten those muscles right under your fingers. So you shouldn't be pushing out or bearing down or necessarily pulling your belly button in. I'm contracting right now and I'm able to carry on a conversation. So your back is flat, you're engaging your lower abs, and now what I want you to do is add a Kegel to it. So you're going to try to take your tailbone into your pubic bone and pull up, and you're going to hold for 5 seconds. So your back is flat, your abdominals are engaged, and you're also doing a Kegel. So every other exercise that I'm going to show you and all the core stuff in the future, you want to build on this foundation. So once you can do 10 repetitions well and able to talk through them, then you can start adding movement to it. So you're going to keep your back flat, engage your abdominals, and then do a Kegel. You're going to lift one foot off and then down, and then the other, and then down, and release everything. And flatten your back again, engage your lower abs, do a Kegel, lift the other leg up, and then the other, and down. Even though it looks really simple, it's very challenging. Now you might feel like you lose a component somewhere along the line. You might lose the Kegel, you might lose the abdominal contraction, but the important thing is to try to bring it back and start all over again and see if you can do it again. So don't get frustrated with yourself if you can't get it all done all the time. So back flat, abdominals engaged, you're going to drop one leg out and back in, and then the other leg out and back in. That may be really hard for you to hold a Kegel while you're doing it as well. Like I said, everything is practice. You will get better at it. Once you've done a bunch of exercises in this position and you feel like you've really got it, the next position to go to is what we call like a 90-90 position. So you're going to try to bring your back flat into the mat, engage your lower abs, and then do a Kegel. Now once I get here, automatically I'm having a lot more trouble holding everything and talking at the same time. This one is definitely a lot harder, and then if you want to get really crazy, you can do the flat back, abdominal contraction, Kegel, and you're gonna drop one foot, come back, drop the other foot, come back, and reset. You may need to take a break because that one is actually really, really challenging. And you can get creative with it. You can do the abdominal contraction with the Kegel, flat back, and do bridges as well. Those are really good. Once you've mastered laying flat on your back and being able to perform everything, the next position you can go to is what we call quadruped. So you're just going to be on your hands and knees. Once again, you're going to try to keep your back as flat as possible. Engage your lower abs and do a Kegel. This alone is challenging for me. And I've had 2 babies and my last one was 2 years ago. And then the next step from here, if you want to make it even more challenging on yourself, is flat back, abdominals engaged. You're going to alternate arms. So legs are even harder than arms. So I would start with the arms and make sure you actually can hold a Kegel with it. And the last one that I'm going to show you today as a basic core stave that you can try is basically the same position, back flat, abdominals engaged, and you're going to alternate one leg. So you don't want to drop your hip on one side or the other. Every time you do this though, you should feel your abs, you should have a flat back, and you should be able to hold the Kegel. You can switch and relax every alternating leg. So I hope these exercises were helpful and gave you a place to start if you're a new mom, if you just had a baby, or even if you just need to work on your core strength. This is a great foundation and place to start. I did do 2 other videos on women's health. The first one was how to find a women's health physical therapist and why you should. And the second one was what to expect during a pelvic floor exam. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up or leave me a comment below because I want to know if people want me to make more videos like this. I am very passionate about women's health and women taking care of themselves, so I would love to make more videos like this if there's an interest out there. I will hopefully be doing a series on much more challenging core stabilizations. This was just the basics of where you should start, especially at that 6-week point when your doctor allows you to exercise again. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see all of you guys next time.